Okay, also on the undercard, I guess to that big fight, Subriel Matias got a stoppage. That looks impressive against Ergashev. Josh, go on. You give us some thoughts on that one.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that, yeah. Hey, Puerto Rico, stand up. I'm sure Alex is going to be in agreement. Matias, he is hey, one of the top dogs there at 140, and his power is real, and it's not so glaring in the sense that, oh, you just look at him and think, oh, one punch knockout power style, but man, the way he just works from the inside, he just puts it on fighters, and they just can't withstand it over the course of 12 rounds, and we saw that with Ergashev. As a matter of fact, I thought Ergashev would put up more of a fight, and he looked good in the first round. I think I gave him the first round, maybe even close in that second one, but he literally, man, started getting hammered and quit on his stool. I didn't expect him to go out like that, but I mean, the writing was on the wall, so I guess you can't blame him as far as he knew what was in store had he gone back out there that next round, because he was about to go down within that next round or the round after, and I think he was going to leave there flat on his back had that been the case. So he made a business decision. He's like, hey, I'm good. And Subriel Matias, one of the top names there at 140, and hey, he could make for an interesting fight with any of the guys that we consider to be the top dogs there, whether that's Regis Prograis, Devin Haney. Hey, he and Josh Taylor would be an interesting one. I don't know if that happens, but just thinking about the stylistic side of it, that would be a very interesting one. He's a name there in the mix. Teofimo Lopez, that would be an interesting one. So I like Subriel Matias, and I think that, yeah, he brings the excitement. I've seen him fight live before as well, and he's a real deal. He's legit. He avenged the one loss that is on his record. All of his wins have been via stoppage. I mean, what more could you ask for, especially if you're someone who is for the exciting side or the brutal side of boxing, just seeing a guy in there applying his trade and applying that pressure in the way that Matias does. So I want to see what's next. Hopefully he gets one of the top dogs next as far as names are concerned, or the winner of Haney Prograis. I'd be cool with that even.
Yeah, Alex, what do you make of that potential fight and also the victory last night?
So there was like a lot of hype coming behind Ergashev out of nowhere. I know I've seen the name. I know he's been on Showbox before, so there was a small exposure to here in the U.S. You come out of the Crunk Gym, 6 years on the Uzbekistan team. They compared him. His promoter, Dimitri Salita, was comparing him to Manny Pacquiao in terms of his relevance in his country. So there was and everyone over there in that Michigan, Detroit area was saying like, yo, this dude he's nice. He's the real deal. This fight is not ending is not going to decision, which turned out to be true. He came out, blitzed him just like Jeremiah Ponce. Same thing when Subriel won the title. Dude came out, threw a lot of punches, landed a lot of good stuff. But if you looked at Matias, didn't worry about anything. It was similar to what we saw later on that night with Benavidez. Let this guy show what you got. And, once it's his turn, I compare it to if you ever played one-on-one basketball, make it take it, right? Let the guy get a couple buckets. You see a little bit of his moves, see what he's got, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, all right, my turn. Make a miss and never get the ball back. Ergashev never got the ball back. It turned out to be mercy rule. It's unfortunate. You never, like I said with Andre, never want to see these guys have to say, I'm done. And 5 in a row for Subriel Matias. Everyone made it such a big deal when Lomachenko did it. Lomachenko was frustrating these people, just coming up with excuses and oh, my hand, I forgot to walk my cat. I got to go home. And Ergashev, said he couldn't feel his leg or something was wrong with his leg. Taking that pounding, like you said, it looked like he was definitely, about to get lights out. Subriel Matias, man. People say monster. I don't really like the term, but when you do stuff like that, what else do you want to call these people? He's definitely a dude in there. He's there to beat you up. He's not there to get into no cute little match. If you want to do tit for tat with Subriel Matias, most likely you're going to figure out you probably don't want to do this anymore. You might want to, early night, go do something else. Figure out a cat to walk. I don't know, man. Next, who's gonna want to fight the guy? He's obviously a challenge, but without a Puerto Rico backing him, without PBC money rolling him, it's unfortunate because the guy goes in there, performs, which is what you want to see as a fight fan. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the Mexicans support Subriel Matias more than Puerto Rico after this fight. He trains in Mexico, trains with William Cepeda. It just doesn't seem that PBC doesn't know how to market him to the Puerto Rican public, or Puerto Rico just seems to be out of the boxing, loop when it comes to their athletes. Him against the winner of Regis, Devin Haney, I guess would be, obviously a top target. Remember, I don't know if people remember this. He was talked about going over to Matchroom. That was the big talk before the Haney broke Regis. So maybe that's still a possibility. Would Jack Catterall want that? I doubt it. If I'm Devin Regis, is that really what I want next? I mean, there's a lot of options. So, yeah, he's in a tough place, man. So we'll see what the future holds. But I think he's an issue, a problem for any and everybody currently at 140 pounds.